Alright, anyways. We got a silly I don't know how to speak English, guys. Anyways, moving on. We got a good kooky cast of characters here. You got people who are already rapping on the walls, like Cameron, Cameron, yeah. Anyway, nobody go out on track yet. Even though, whatever. Alright, a bunch of people cars are stuck. This is really tragic. I'm gonna have to shut down the server because you guys already somehow I have no idea. Alright. I had to shut down the server. We're back. We're gonna run this race. It's gonna be sick. We're gonna have so much fun. But yeah, everybody go get your car. If you have an issue getting your car out, let me know. I'll be sure to try and get it out. And line up at the end of pit road. So when you get to the end, there's a yellow line there. There's a yellow... Cameron, I pointed out the yellow line. Stay behind the yellow line for now. Or if you want to go to this one that I'm standing at, that would work too. There's more space over here. Actually, yeah, Cameron, car guy, everybody go to where I'm standing and line up behind the cars that are there. But you got both Turn 4 racing entries here. Pretty sick to see them back, except for Dragon Saver. He will make his first start in Fax Car history here at the Clash. Gonna have to get used to the Hondas in that number 3. Have everybody line up here. We're gonna wait on Joseph to line up, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. Thanks for picking me up, Joseph. Alright, anyways, Cameron, go ahead and go out for your quali lap. Everybody, the limit is... What's it called? The limit is like the storm drains. If you're anywhere below that, then I will invalidate your time and you will go to the back for the start. But Cameron going around Bowman Gray here, he did a lot of practice, was a little angry. He's coming to his quali lap right now. Currently in 18.133. Had a bad exit off of turn 2, going into turn 3. Keeps it below the storm drains, kind of oversends it a little bit, but ends up getting a good corner off. He improves his time. Actually, he didn't improve his time. He was faster on his outlap, but Cameron's going to have to go back into pit road. Car guy, you may go out. Watch out for Cameron on the way. Got a really, really funny cast here. Funny bunch of characters here. You got Car Guy going out for his lap, 4-time winner last season, hoping to have an even better one here. No, Tord's not going to be here. But Car Guy hoping to have a brighter season, hopefully not collapse. Actually, Tord probably will be here. He joined VC. It's either that or he's on the way. We'll see. But right now it is Car Guy out for his lap. He's gonna come across the line. I can't tell if that was his first or his second. That was his second. Car Guy, you can come in. Tord is here. Ice, you may go out for your quali lap. Make sure to stay in between the lines. Dragon's here. Yeah, you guys get 2 laps, so go around twice. And then go ahead and come in. Ice going around. He made some starts back in season 1, but overall wasn't... I wouldn't say he wasn't impressive, but definitely not the best he could have been. He's at a new team, new colors, Turn 4 Racing, picked him up in this number 78 Honda, and now he's ripping it around Bowman Gray. We're going to see how that goes for Ice in his return to the series. And coming across for a second lap, that's going to be it for him. He's going to qualify at the bottom of the board. Cameron currently at the top. Next is going to be Nick Bell. Anyway, Nick Bell, after missing a lot of the season last season, he's back in this number 29 Ford, making a start here at the Clash. Comes across the line for his first lap, going into his second. Not a good turn one for Dupe. He's currently at the bottom of the board with that first lap. We're going to see how it goes coming around to his second. Hits the wall off entry. He goes P3 above Ice, but below Car Guy and Cameron. Next is going to be Tonio. Tonio's going to go ahead and go out for his quali lap now. Tonio showed great performance in season 1 or season 2. Great performance from the number 30. Made it to the postseason. Looked a little competitive. Won his first race at Michigan during the chase for the Zogler. But ultimately, you know, it didn't really amount to too much, but a good effort nonetheless from the number 30. He comes across the line, runs the slowest lap, but he still has a second lap to redeem it, so I guess we'll see how it goes for the number 30. He comes across the line. Tonio goes second, right above his team owner. There's a big gap between him and Cameron still. Cameron currently ran the fastest lap so far, but Tonio is going to go ahead and pull into pit road. And Dragon Saver, you may go out for your lap. Tord is starting to line up. Let's see, is anybody else having trouble getting in? No. Looks like everyone that's still parked still deserves to be there. Anyway, Dragon Saver rookie for Faxcar. He joined late season 2, but now he's getting his first start, having a little trouble getting around the track. I'm pretty sure this is his first time driving these cars. So big adjustment to get used to, but hopefully a bright season ahead of Dragon, as he's going to come across the line. Still slightly on pace. He does qualify in the back, but that's not too embarrassing, especially because it's his first. There goes Dragon. He pulls in. Joseph or Cyrus, you may go out. Now number 48, Cheddars. This is a new entry for Boogs. They have not ever ran the 48 in a full-time entry. The last time they did was back all the way in the Accelerate Cup Series, ran by team owner Sonic Novatine. Won a single race before retiring the car and bringing in the infamous number 1 that is still dominant. Joseph comes across for his first lap, goes P4. Good exit off of turn 2 there for him. He's going to go into turn 3. And coming off, he goes P3. Cyrus with an improvement. He went from P4 to P3. Good lap from the 48. Next is going to be Dragon. Not Dragon Saver, but just regular Dragon. The 23. That's you. You can go out. He goes ahead. He's gonna go for his first lap. Cameron, Tonio, and Cyrus currently your top 3, with Nick and Car Guy finishing out the top 5. I think this is the first start for Condor Trackhouse in that Toyota team. Yeah, spectators are allowed. Don't have to go to the grandstands. And Dragon coming across for his second lap. He goes P6. Just outside the top 5. Who was next? Tord? I think it was Tord. And then I think that's gonna wrap up qualifying. Really good season 1 this driver, but more small board. I'm not talking. Oh. Do I need to fix my thing? Tord goes pole. Hold on, I'm gonna reset the Alright, just gonna wait for everybody to rejoin. Currently typing in results for qualifying, and then I'll tell you guys. Actually, go ahead and line up while I'm typing in qualifying. Alright. For anybody who got kicked out of VC, that was on me. It turns out me leaving kicks everyone out. That was my fault. Alright, so you got Tord lining up, Cameron right behind him. You got Tonio, then Joseph, Car Guy behind Joseph. Where's Car Guy? Not in BC. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and put his car on the grid real quick. I just realized Miles joined. Hold on, Nick, leave me some room. Alright, there you go. Next is Soupy, and then Dragon is gonna go behind the number 29, and then after the 29 is the 23, followed by the 78, and then the 3 in the back. Miles is gonna start in the back. Car Guy, your car is already on the grid. Just gotta run over there. Yeah, this is gonna be crazy. Change all up. 0. Well, you guys signed up for quite the doozy here at the Clash. This is a 75 lap event here at Bowman Gray Stadium. There will be 3. There will be not stages. There will be what was I saying? Oh yeah, 3 I do not know how to speak English today, guys. I'm so sorry. There's gonna be a 3-car caution policy. If 3 cars spin out or they spin out in front of the leaders, there will be the caution drawn. Flipping is something that Fax Car is trying to get rid of. So, in that note, I know Miles just went AFK, but other than that, is everybody ready here? Just making sure everybody's here. We need everybody here to obviously get everybody going. It'd be pretty great and pretty terrible if we didn't have everybody here to get going. But we do have 10 cars. We're gonna go ahead and go down the lineup here. You got Tord, sponsored by Busch Light. You got Cameron, sponsored by Pi. He's making his return to Fags Car. You got Tonio, sponsored by Copec, a gas station in Chile, representing well for his country. You got Cyrus being sponsored by Cheddar's, new sponsor on board for this season. You got Car Guy, sponsored by Dr. Squatch. Nicholas Bell, sponsored by Monster Energy Zero Ultra and Pennzoil. You got Dragon, sponsored by Dr. Pepper. You got the 2 Turn 4 entries, Ice and Dragon Saver, both sponsored by Turn 4 Racing. I couldn't get their cars done, I'm so sorry. And you got ConathyCars.com entry Miles in the number 20. He's going to be representing Bean Brothers Racing here at Bowman Gray. One more check. Is everybody ready? Looks like we got everyone ready. Everybody's ready to go ahead and get this race started. With the green flag, this will be the start of a whole new season. CD 10 at the top of your screen. And green flag is out for the 3rd season of Fags Car. Tonio messes up turn 1. Everyone else is all over the place. Tord is going to gap a little bit as they're 3 wide for P3. All over the place. Some going into the grass. Cameron defending P2 away, but Car Guy's going to get there. Gets a little bit of a bump. Everybody's everywhere. And Cyrus started P4 all the way in the back now. Tord all the way there on the inside. Tonio and Nick get into each other. Miles already making his way up to P4. Laps are broken. Cyrus, turn 4 racing entries all the way in the back. Get into each other. They're now almost a lot of corners behind. Cameron making a move on Tord, however, he got to his inside. He's going to make the move. The 27 taking the lead. It looks like we're starting to normalize, and the caution will come out. Dragon and a lot more incidents happened. Our first yellow will come out. Once again, it is a race back to the line to get our positions determined. Dragon Saver, just go around one more time. Chaotic start to the Clash and the season in general. So we are under our first caution due to 4 cars getting into some trouble. But go ahead and line up in your positions that you crossed the line in. It's okay, Dragon. Yeah, everything messed up. So line up behind who you were behind. or who you remember being behind. I'm gonna fix laps real quick since for some reason that's broken. I spelled that wrong. Alright, is everybody ready? We're gonna go ahead and get this started once again. Alright, CD5. Quick disclaimer for all the rookies, CD5 will be the normal countdown at the top of the screen. So, CD5 at the top of the screen, this will bring us to our first restart of the race. Tord kind of jumps it. But we all dive into turn 1 once again. Just chaotic. All the time going into turn 1. You got Tord and Cameron out in the lead. Tonio trying to make up some position. He's going to go to P3. Cyrus and Miles get into each other. Looks like Car Guy had some trouble getting around the corner there. Does keep it going. Miles all the way down in the grass, passing Tonio. Got Nick in P5, Ice in the 78, trying to make up positions as Car Guy is also trying to make up positions, gets to his inside before they exit the corner. Cyrus having some trouble in the actual race. And it looks like a battle for the lead. Miles, you're 2 below the grass. Give up position. Battle for the lead is a 3-way battle between Tord, Cameron, and Miles. Lag report. Ice is lagging. As they all cross the line, it looks like Tord leads Miles P2, Cameron P3. You got the 77 Car Guy P4 getting passed by Tonio for P5. Cyrus making his way up to the field. Nick currently holding on to P6, but Cyrus looking to that inside. Ice behind them. Dragon second to last, followed by Dragon Saver, who's probably just trying to get used to the cars. And here comes the move for the lead. Miles gets to the inside of Tord and clears him off the corner. Cameron and P3 watching these two battle. Tord kind of sends it in a little bit, bumps him. Oh! Wreck, it affects the leaders, and we're going to go back under the yellow flag. Go ahead and do one more lap around. Big moment for Miles and even Cameron. Cameron didn't lose any spot, but Miles did. Car Guy's going to move into P3 because of that. But it looked like Dragon Saber had some trouble. Nick sent the hell out of Cyrus and passed him coming to the line. Ice, despite the lag that he reported, got himself a good place. We're gonna go ahead and wait for them to go ahead and wait for the field to line up again. Yeah, the free pass would go to Dragon. Oh, Dragon Saber L. That fix it? Yeah, that fixed it. Cool. Alright, is everybody ready to go green? I need our little mystery guest to get back in the stands. Alright. Is everybody ready to go? Just making sure. We got more readies here. Go flag stand. Alright, I'll go flag stand. Okay. DD5 at the top of the screen. We're gonna go ahead and get another restart going here at Bowman Gray. Got a good run in there, but not the long. So far it's the longest run of the race, as it's Calamity through turn 1 once again, and it looks like Car Guy is looking to be the leader once again. Ice all the way down in the grass, having a real issue. Sure, it's the lag. And more Calamity through turn 1. Cameron gets away with the lead, clears it as well. And 3 wide off the corner, but they go back 2 wide. Cameron currently leading. Miles P2 toward P3. There's a battle all the way in the back for second to last between Cyrus and Ice. Oh, Ice crashes into a tire, gets into his teammate. Ice, if you need to take a break, you can go ahead into pit road. You can merge whenever you need to. I would recommend turning down graphics quality if you can. But Miles currently out front toward P2, making a move on Miles for P1. And you got Cameron in P3. He's going to make it 3 wide off the corner. Miles goes wide, but it doesn't matter. It's still 3 wide. They're going to go to 1. Dragon's still learning all the way. In the back, the leader's steadily catching him, but it's okay, Dragon. No pressure. Toward Miles and Cameron, still great battle for the top position, as everyone else kind of just fanning out all around. Dragon past Nick and Cyrus. Yeah, make sure to merge behind Nick. Merge behind Nick, guys. That's now. Never mind. Anyway, Dragon making his way around. It looked like he's improved a little bit, but there's still something to be said, as they're gonna go by him, and that's gonna cause a little bit of a cluster at the front. He's gonna get away with it. He's not gonna go a lap down again yet, as he's getting absorbed by the leaders. And here comes Miles to the inside of Cameron. He's gonna take the lead toward falling back quite a bit. Ice finally getting himself back into the field. His laps will be forgiven. Car Guy takes the lead off of turn 4 for that lap. Miles dives to the inside. Although it's a non-points race, it's still great to see everybody racing once again. Dragon falls back a lot more spots. He tussles with Cyrus. Tord also falling back a lot of spots. Down to P5, and it looks like they kind of shove each other off the corner in turn 1 and 2. Antonio, real aggressive in that number 30, just trying to get to the lead. Oh, kind of almost turns Cameron because of it. That's going to give Cameron a little bit of a gap. Everyone else kind of just running away. Dragon trying to get past Dragon's Saber. It's currently in the way of the position. Dragon Saber trying not to wall ride. Okay. Oh, Dragon Saber loses it a little bit. Looks like he's good. Ice trying to go back into pit road. Nick losing a lot of time. He might be our next person to go a lap down, as you got Cameron and Miles racing for the lead. Tord in P3 made his way from P5, and now he's crawled his way back to P3 to join the battle with Miles and Cameron. Coming to the line, it's a great battle between Miles and Cameron, but Tord dives it in. Tord is going to take the lead. He clears him off of turn 2. Ice again having problems. Oh, there goes Tord. Gets to the inside of Cameron, kind of boots him up the track, and there goes Tonio. Big collision between those three. Ice merging once again. Happened to merge in front of the leader, however, Tord in that number 8. As the 29 and the 78 trying to run away from Tord. Oh! Ice sends it in on Nick, and now Nick is at threat of being a lap down. Ice having more problems. Gets into the turn 1 and 2 wall. Currently frozen up there, not moving. And as Tord tries to get Nick a lap down, Nick is ultimately holding him up. And Tord goes into the wall. We're going to go under the yellow flag. Cam, Miles, Tonio, your top 3, followed by Car Guy and Tord, your top 5. I think Nick might be parking it. I think Nick put it in. Yeah, I think Nick is just gonna retire from the race for now. Ice, you sure you're good? Yeah. Alright, yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and fix everybody's laps. Change, or I'm gonna change Ice's lap to before. Change Ice lap 34. Dragon Saber somehow just regularly on the lead lap. Alright, is everybody ready? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get this event started. Nick, I don't know if you want to come up here and commentate. That's your choice. Alright, CD5. And flag is gonna go back in the air. Ice had a terrible start, Nick. Miles gets to the inside of Cameron for the lead, Tord losing some time. Everyone else kind of making a lot of contact as they get into turn 3. Ice runs into pit road. Miles and Cam currently leading as Tord trying to make his way to P3, clearing Car Guy off the corner. Unfortunate for Ice. Hopefully he has a better season when it actually starts. There goes Miles. He's currently the leader. Tord sends it in on Cameron. It's a Ford Chevy Ford Chevy Honda battle. Currently a Honda and Chevy battle as Cameron sends Tord. Tord tries to get himself clear, just barely does it, but not enough to make any significant progress. Miles is kind of just pulling away at this point. I'm gonna do a quick racing lesson here. If I tell you blue flag, if I say blue flag and I say your name after, please pull into the grass and slow down until the leaders pass you. And then when you have a safe opportunity to merge back into the racing surface, please do. Anyways, Miles leads Tord P2, Cameron P3, Car Guy P4, Tonio P5, Cyrus P6, and Dragon P7, with Dragon Saver currently P8. Out of the 10 entries, Nick and Ice were unfortunately the ones to leave due to lag issues or just pure pace issues.
I didn't hit the pace, so I figured I might as well not be in the way. So we're seeing some decent battles here, some good racing.
It looks like Tord pulled away from the number 27, and now the 27 is about to lose another spot, that being to Car Guy. And it looks like Dragon Saver didn't get in the way as fast. He's slowly learning. Slowly. But it's good experience that he's out there.
And you know, you'd rather have this kind of day when there's no points lost, and it's just out here to put on a show. Rather have a rough day today than, let's say, Daytona in a few weeks.
So we finally made it to the inevitable. Tord got to the back bumper of Miles there. Miles got a better turn 1 and 2 though. It looks like Tord is gonna get there. As Dragon Saver having some trouble. Oh, he gets into the wall. Everybody please be careful when getting around him. Car Guy was careful. Right. He's getting... Tord gets the lead away. As Dragon Saver falls all the way to the back. Falls yet again another lap down. Didn't look like it happened there. Miles took the lead. Here comes Tord to the inside. Cameron's getting there with this battle. Car Guy kind of just watching in the distance. Tonio and Cyrus get into it. It didn't look like Tonio gave him a lot of room. That led to contact between Cyrus and Dragon Saver.
Well, now Cam, he might take the second position here.
Yep, Cam is gonna get to second. He kind of bumped Tord a little bit toward in the grass. 26 laps to go. Oh, big bump from Miles. That gets Cameron to the inside of Tord. Tord is still gonna lead.
Side by side.
Oh, a good switch over from Tord to the inside of Cameron. As they're about to approach Dragon Saver once again. Dragon Saver, just let him go by.
Now they're 3 wide for the lead.
3 wide.
Miles is going to take control again.
They all clear.
This is an absolutely terrific race for Miles.
Cameron just bumping the hell out of the 8. He's gonna try and take P2 away. He keeps getting that crossover from Tord. And it's a good battle. It's a good battle for P5 here between Tonio, Cyrus, and Dragon. They're all going at it very, very aggressively. As they're almost 3 wide for the position. They are 3 wide for the position. Cyrus is gonna get away with it in that number 48. As they're still side by side between Dragon and Tonio. But the battle for the lead heating up once again. Tord caught Miles, 21 to go. Dragon trying to take Cyrus's position. It worked out pretty well. Bumped him out of the way. Didn't clear him. He did clear him. Oh, wow. But Tord takes back B1. Miles and Cameron, big contact off of turn 4. They go into the wall. As Miles trying to get past Cameron to get back at Tord. 20 laps to go. Car guy currently in P4. Dragon currently in the back. But you got the battle for P5. Dragon doing a great job at keeping P5 right now as they battle for P6 between Tonio and Cyrus. Oh, Tonio gives him a bump, gives him another bump. And it looks like the leaders are approaching that P7 and P6 battle. Oh, Miles gets a way better entry than Tord. It's going to be another battle for the lead, but eventually they're going to get to those lapped cars there.
Interesting to see how they handle this. Whether they
Tord,
decide to keep battling through lap traffic or if they want to try and line up.
Tord leads. Here comes Cameron. He gets to the inside. Once again, another three-way battle for the lead. Car guy's getting close now. Miles goes into the turn 3 and turn 4 wall. Off of the corner, Tord leads the lap once again. Miles once again shoving it to the 8. Tonio is just going to take the blue flag. He's going to let him by, concede the position to Cyrus. Cyrus soon going to have to do the same thing. He's in the way. Cyrus, go ahead and get to the grass or just park it right there. That works. Car guy got into the back of him. Here comes Miles to the inside of Tord. It was just enough for Miles to get it.
Oh, Tord gets sideways off the front end of the 27.
Dragon is the next one to go lap down. It looks like the other Dragon having a little bit of trouble keeping it straight, but Miles gets to the lead once again as it's just a straight up dogfight at the front. Dragon Saber, be careful. 23 Dragon, blue flag, park it on the grass when you can. Be careful. Alright, you can go. Oh, Tord, give up time. $11 laps to go. Tord, Miles, and Cameron still having a battle and a half. It looks like car guy got aggressive with Dragon. P4 wrestling with, I think that might be P5 now. Yeah, I think that's P5. Cyrus had a terrible going. Fell back to P7 behind Tonio. Didn't see what happened there. Oh, Tord and Miles get into each other. Cameron falling back with 9 laps to go. This is the end game battle. Unless a major incident happens and the caution comes out, I think this race might just be over. Miles and Tord holding on to P1 and P2. Cameron kind of just in the background at this point. Fell back quite a bit.
But it ain't over until it's over. We've seen bigger caps than that made up in the lineup. So
And here comes Miles once again. 7 laps to go. Miles crosses Tord over. He takes the lead away.
This is getting good, folks.
Tord bumps him out of the way. Here comes Cameron to the inside. There goes Cameron Bell. He takes the lead away from Tord and Miles. Car guy coming into the frame. It could be a shocker here at the end. The rest of the cars are lapped. 6 to go. Tord bumps Cameron out of the way. 5 to go. Miles shoves it to the inside. Here comes car guy. P4. It's a 4-way battle for the win. 5 laps to go. Here comes Cameron. Oh, they all bump each other. Unbelievable. Coming off the corner. Cameron. Miles side by side. 4 to go. Tord shoves them all in. 3 wide off the corner. We're 3. Oh my god, we're 3 wide for the lead going into turn 3. They all keep it clean. No aggressive bumping. Miles gets it. Here comes 3 to go. Car guy making his appearance at the front. He gets bumped from Cameron. they go single file for the first time in a bit, and now it's a battle for P5 as well. And coming to 2 laps to go, Miles leads. Tord gets to the inside. Cameron trying to clear.
Clears himself a little there.
Cameron, real aggressive. They all go into the grass. Tord, give up time. He got the bump. Tord is going to keep it. And Tord going into turn 3. It's going to be a Hail Mary for the win. Nobody gets it.
Tord will come off of turn 4.
Tord is going to come off of turn 4. He wins Miles P2. And Cyrus gets away with P5 at the end. Yeah.
Start to finish, I don't think there was a lap where there wasn't a lap.
Unbelievable here at Bowman Gray.
No points for this win, but I know that feels good to come into Daytona already having a win under your belt, feeling good about yourself. That's a big help for the confidence there on that number 18.
That's right. This is the clash no hard feelings should be having about this race, but it was still a dogfight all the way to the end, and the 8 team did ultimately get away with it. But we are going to Daytona. That will be when it all matters to execute. It's gonna be quite the showing at Daytona, especially if we have a great race just like this one, especially a competitive one. Then we should have a great season on our hands. Showed off a lot of great things here. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get a front stretch interview with Tord, because there's no victory lane that I put in here, so it's whatever. Everybody will get an interview. If you stay here, I will be sure to interview you. So if you want to interview, go ahead and stay here, and I'll be sure to give you it. Dragon running into people. I don't know if Tord's done with his burnout or not, but gonna wait for him to climb out of the car. And here he is. There's people flying fucking everywhere. There's so many people. Oh my gosh. Alright, but we're gonna go ahead and get Tord up here. He's gonna take his interview. Tord, amazing finish there. Run me through what it took to win this clash.
You know, I had some great competition with Miles, car guy, and that 27 was a little bit something different.
What? Okay.
But you know, the 20, great battle with him. 77, amazing driver behind that wheel. I want to fight with him more, like at Daytona. Hoping that's me and him versus for the win, that final lap. But the 27 needs to get a little bit of a better driving style. Down to the grass, you aren't Dale Earnhardt, so.
Well, going into Daytona, what does this win mean for you and your team?
You know, winning this race means that we have a good car, and going into Daytona means that we can maybe get 2 in a row.
Well, an optimistic showing from the number 8 Busch Light driver of Tord. See you at Daytona.
Thank you.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get a Cameron Bell interview. He rose his hand before anyone else. But Cameron, on his return race, gets P3, I think. Or P2, I don't know. All I know is that something in the top 3. But Cameron, first race back in Fag's car. How did it go for you and that 27 team to get that run to the finish?
Well, obviously it was great, being that I could battle in that amazing battle. I just want to say I had a great time today. Like this was a lot of fun. First of all, uh, I guess I kind of started Tord for like I guess what he said, cutting in the grass. But I mean, like he was the one that kept getting the grass penalties. But like whatever. Um, but yeah, I've had a really fun time today. Obviously, wish I could have got that win. I probably could have got to the inside of Tord if Miles didn't just like hit me. I don't know if it was like the 77-2 behind him, but like Miles hit me and that kind of pushed me up the track and gave me no shot. And then he just kind of pinned me to the wall and I got like third. So
Well, on your returning Fags car start overall, going into Daytona, what does this finish mean for you and your team?
it means a lot, obviously, coming back here first race and then just getting a top 3 result. The fact that I was in it at all was very pleasing to me. I also want to say that Miles was doing incredible, as well as Tord and that car guy.
Well, thanks for coming out, Cameron. We'll see you at Daytona.
See ya.
Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and get the Tonio interview. I saw his next. Tonio's always had a pretty fun interview. Tonio
Hi.
ran mid-pack, one run to
Yeah.
P3 or P2. But
Yeah, P2.
overall, what did you learn here at Bowman Gray Stadium?
I mean, I learned that I'm still completely ass at short tracks, that's for sure. Sure, my bad. I'm probably good at Bristol because it has banking, but in general. But I mean, it was kind of fun. I couldn't be behind someone without giving him constant back shots. So I think that was annoying. So my bad if I was a nuisance or something. But
Well,
yeah, and I hope I could have gotten P5, but I mean, I'm glad that Dragon could come. Yeah, come. Yeah, I'm glad at least one of my drivers came, so that was cool. That was cool to race with him in D1 or just Faxcar in general. I thought he raced in D2, but no, he didn't. My bad.
well, blah, 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 blah. Well, going into Daytona, what do you are you gonna take this as positive momentum or negative momentum?
I mean, it's a short track and I'm bad at short track, so I don't really know how to respond to that. But I think we'll see in Daytona, and then I'm gonna determine if I'm gonna be good or the same or worse. But yeah, I'm
Well-
looking forward for this season. I'm not going for the championship because I know there are pretty good drivers. I don't know the numbers now. Tort, Garga, NPC, Khan, I think, Cam. I think they're good. So yeah.
Alright, good to hear from you, Tonio. We'll see you at Daytona.
Yeah, okay. See you too.
Alright, anybody else want to interview? Go ahead and raise your hand. No need to be shy here. No, you'll get an interview last because you're already up here. Alright. Alright, so car guy, I think P4, P3 finish. Overall, what does this result mean for you, and what are you taking from this going into Daytona?
I got pace. I have skill. Granted, it's, the shortest track in the entire calendar, so I'm not really going to take into consideration that I have, a decent amount. But, I was there. I was like one of the last drivers to not get a lap down as I was up with the lead pack. So, still got pace, still got, competitiveness. Going into Daytona, I mean, Daytona is basically a flat-out track, as going there as the defending champion of Daytona from last season. I'm just going to do what I did last season, pass up towards the end of the whole race, take the lead away, and then drive away to victory lane. Get the first win, restart that 5 race counter all over again, starting off in Daytona. And yeah, I'm just gonna from this race just simply just improve and see where I can improve.
Good to hear, car guy. Always have very insightful interviews. Ice up here. Ice unfortunately DNF'd here, but it looked like he was fast. Ended up getting a top position of P5 or P4. But overall, Ice, what'd you learn out there at Bowman Gray?
Well, unfortunately, we had mechanical issues, I started P9 or P10, and in a matter of like 5 laps, I worked my way up to P5 or P6, and then unfortunately, some issues came up, but hopefully, we can get those fixed because I felt like I was pretty fast today.
Well, yeah, you still have the rest of the season to go ahead and get that out. But overall, shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, your new team. Turn 4 Racing. It looked like you guys had some fast equipment, got you up to P5. Maybe it would have continued longer if that unfortunate caution didn't come out. But going into the Daytona, what do you expect from your team?
Hopefully, a faster car, That's pretty much it. Just keep the communication up so we don't wreck each other.
Well, sounds good, Ice. Thanks for coming out. Nice seeing you back.
Thank you.
We're gonna go ahead and go on to interview Dragon Saver, who had quite the night.
I'm just gonna scroll on his Twitter.
Here at Bowman Gray, and wait for him to accept his invitation. Dragon Saver. Although it looks like a bad day when you look at it on paper, overall it was a great way to learn short tracks and all that. So, what do
Yeah,
you take
definitely.
away from Bowman Gray?
All I know, short tracks need more practice on. I've raced some longer tracks; they've seemed better. To be honest, car felt a little tight. Not used to the tightness of the cars yet. Got to get used to the car. Like I said, also there were some issues along the way. I retired at the end, right when I went down to 3 to go for them. I was getting out of the way so that they could just finish it off. So I went into pit road. I was like, I didn't want to be in the way, so I was just like pulled off when after like my 3rd lap down. I was like, didn't want to be a bother. But again, still getting used to the system. Car's tight. Would try to get a tighter handling car, hopefully, and then yeah, it felt good though. Car felt good, great in that it was just a matter of getting used to the corners. But yeah, I had turned down rendering twice before it actually started getting less of an issue. So yeah, agreed with him that there was issues, and then yeah, just a matter of getting used to the system and getting used to the car. It's all new, a new system, new mechanics to get used to.
Yeah, of course. Well, going into Daytona, and your new car, your new everything technically, since this is your rookie season. Do you have any expectation going into the rest of the season from here on out?
I Daytona I don't know yet, but hopefully I can get some practice runs in on Daytona before this weekend. Try to see what it is like on a bigger track, and then hopefully maybe if all works out good, I might be mid-range, upper pack. I feel like if I really try to push it, then I may be able to place good. But that's just a matter of testing and learning.
Yeah, of course. Well, it was great to see you out here. Always nice to have somebody new in the field. Hope you had a fun time. Hope we see you this weekend at Daytona International Speedway. Thanks for coming out. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get Soupy or Nicholas Bell. Disappointing day. I'm sure you probably wanted it to go a little better, but you didn't look too fast. I'm pretty sure that's why you parked it. But overall, what do you need to improve about your approach to these?
Yeah, I mean, it's a matter of just getting the tracks down more. I've always struggled on heavy braking tracks like these ones. If that 29 looked as or drove as half as good as it looked, we would have been in victory lane twice over. But I mean, it is what it is. Ultimately, it's just one of those things we gotta get better. Always try to improve our performance on these short tracks, because especially with D2 and the DHL series going into that this year, a lot of those on there. A lot Smyrna, which I'm excited for, but got to make sure I'm better than this before we get there.
Yeah, of course. Speaking of Daytona, going into Daytona, do you have any expectations for your car, your team, anything like that?
I mean, ultimately, here in the what was the Verizon series, we've not done great at Daytona historically, but I've got one win over on the IROC leagues with very similar cars. At Daytona, I've always performed well at flat out tracks with drafting tracks. So I mean, it's a matter of just taking what happened today, put that behind us, and move on. And if we do it won't be too long for this Monster Energy cars in victory lane. So
Good to hear the positive energy from you, Nick. Thanks for coming out. Really appreciate it. And that's the end of this broadcast. Thank you guys so much for showing out, even for a little expedition race here. Hope you had a ton of fun, because that's mostly what I started this league for, is for the driver to have fun, but also for friendly, hopefully clean competition. But it was obviously a rough house here at Bowman Gray. That's kind of the nickname, so I guess it was fitting. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for driving. Thanks for doing whatever you did. It doesn't matter to me, as long as you were here supporting the series. It means a lot to me. But that is the end of this race. See you guys on Friday for the Faxcar DHL Development Series race at Daytona.
all right, and with that, we're going to end this live here. Thanks for coming out if you came out. Thanks for watching if you're watching it later. And I'll see you again, like you said, Friday, DHL, Daytona. We're going to have that same number 29, different car. We're going to be doing all sorts of fun things up down.